Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of XP to Profit, where we play RLCraft and we are testing the ORB strategy on the market, and we are determining if that is something that we can use, either you and I, or you or I. I have tested this strategy on the DAX, on the gold, and on US30 so far. Yesterday I did make a mistake, but yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, and today is a gift. And that is why it is called the present. Who can tell me from what movie that came from? Anyway, okay, so just to give you an idea what happened, we are 5 minutes away from drawing the opening range. This is yesterday's lines. I'll just move it to where the market currently is. Okay, I forgot to show now, but it was here. It came back, retested the zone. I didn't take the trade, or I did take a trade here. This candle came and took me out and then went in my favor. So if my stop loss was a bit further, it would have been a profitable trade. It then came back. Sorry guys, I took the zone away now, but it then came back, retested it, the zone here. Let me just. It's not very accurate now, so it's just to give you an idea of what happened. More or less there, and more or less something like that. It then came back and retested the zone, and then pushed away to the upside. So it would have been a good trade if I had my stop losses further away. I would have had a profitable trade, but again, that is each to their own. You can take the trade and you can have your stop losses further away, and which means you won't get taken out so easily, or you can just follow the strategy like I am trying to do, and we can see if we have a profitable trade. I'm going to put this in the correct place now, because my mistake yesterday, that was on the gold, I believe. I had my timeline, or this little red line, on the wrong candle, and then I drew my zone, my opening range breakout zone, on the wrong candle. But that happens to, or can happen to most of us, or some of us. It did happen to me. Regarding I'll show you this afternoon, I am going to try and trade the gold and US30 again. I do have a bit of a hectic schedule today, but I'll try my best. But just to give you an idea, it went out of our zone over here. So a long would have been a valid entry. It did came back for it's not completely a retest, but it did have a retracement, and then long still would have been a valid trade. It then came to this point over here, which was a resistance, and then, as you can see this morning with Asian Open, it did break through that resistance. And yeah, if we had a long position yesterday on the gold, I don't know how to move this now because it is for this afternoon, so I'm going to keep it like that. I'll adjust everything this afternoon. On the 4 hour, I didn't I haven't drew my, I know there's a lot of lines here, so please, this is an indicator, just something on the sideline for me. It is an indicator we will be testing in the future, but I'm in the habit of coming to the 4 hour as much as possible, just to see where I drew my, or I put my support and resistance lines. It is a very quick analysis, so it's really not in depth, but it's just given me an idea of where the range of the gold might be. I believe over here is, what is it? 4084. So just to give you an idea of this indicator, you can see these green and red blocks. That is fair value gaps. And a fair value gap it's basically just an imbalance in the market, where the market price reacted quite heavily on towards one side, bullish or bearish, and then it never came back to fill that. So how can I explain it? So it's when a big candle forms. So let's take this one as an example. It was a big bullish candle, so there was a big push to the upside, and the markets have the tendency to come back and just balance out this zone or this imbalance. Yeah, I think I really do hope I'm explaining this in the correct manner. But yeah, the markets do tend to balance themselves out, meaning that the price comes towards the place where it forms an imbalance, just to get everything on the correct path, and then from there it has the continuation or something like that. That is how I do understand it. It's very simple. It's I know you can get very technical with that, but that's just something that I do keep in mind every time there's an imbalance in the markets. Let's take this red one as an example. So it was a strong bearish push. It did have a little retracement, but if you can see, there's also a little fair value gap there that is formed. So this retracement came back, pulled that fair value gap, which is the imbalance, never touched this one, and then had the continuation to the downside. So what happened then? A few days, I think it was like, let's say this is actually a week. Yeah, almost it's a week and a half, almost 2 weeks. It then came back. It filled this gap, and then it had not a continuation, but then it had to push to the downside again. Same with this little fair value gap here. It took a couple of weeks before it got filled, or a couple of days before it got filled, but it did eventually got filled. So this is quite accurate, I have to say. It is an indicator that I am using, so we will see how that is going to do when we're going to test it. We are going to test it and use it in the future, one of the future videos. So okay, we have a lot of reaction before market open in London. It just tells me that this can be, the range can be very wide, and when the sorry, when the range is wide like that, it tends to be difficult, or if you take the loss, it's going to be a big loss. But we will see. And as you can hear, I did add some music to my previous video, and that is something that is going to be there every time I make a video and we are on the trading screen. And yeah, I do like it. It is nice, calm and soothing music. I think because the markets tend to it can become chaotic, so let's just try and have a calm aspect to to the trading. Even with the RLCraft, it can become very, very chaotic in a split second. So we are just trying to have a calming effect on some aspects. Okay guys, so we are loading in the game. As you can see, we are going to continue where we left off yesterday. Just want to bring up the screen again. Sorry, I just want to fix what I have changed. Okay, so this range is quite big already. We will see how it fits. We are on the first candle. So again, on the DAX, this is just a method I got familiar with the last couple of months. The one that we are doing is the same principle, but for the gold and the USDT, it's still new to me. I think that's why I made that little mistake yesterday. This one is a bit more familiar. I have done this previously. So my red line, okay, this is server time. So there is a time difference. Just remember that between me, London, and the servers. So server time, I put my red line on 07:25. So that's 07:25 time. Then from there, I count, and this is on the 5-minute chart. So from there, I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles, and then the highest point of that 5 candles and the lowest point of that 5 candles, I will then put the yellow lines there, and I will bring my shape here, and that's basically just for you guys to see. But yeah, then I'll wait for a breakout of this opening range zone, and then we take the trade. There is rules of engagement. If the range is too wide, we might I might think twice before I take the trade. That is another thing I tend to do. I do tend to overthink when it comes to the trading, and then I miss the trades. But again, everything is still a learning curve for me and for you, and hopefully we can figure it out and find that sweet spot to get profitable trades. Unfortunately, as so far, there wasn't really any profitable trades, but this is for testing the strategy, and seeing what the ups and downs is. And we can review it as we go through. There will be other strategies, there will be other indicators. Everything is just to test what they claim can happen with a certain strategy or a certain indicator or two indicators that you run. So that is the whole goal of this channel, is that we are going to test that. I do have the EAs as well. That is something we are going to test as well, because I like the fact that I can just sit back and watch an EA trade for me. It's difficult, but there's a sense of thrill there, especially if it's something that you create on your own. But the one that I'm running currently is a custom EA, is one that I built. Like I said, I do have faith in it, but there is still some tweakings, a lot of tweakings I need to do on it. I am going to get other EAs in the future that we can test. Some of those are just very expensive, so we'll get to it. I promise you, we'll get to it, and then we can test it and see if it is true what they claim. But anyway, okay, so we are waiting for these candles to form. I can already see, let me just go to a higher time frame. We are on the support, depending on this candle, if it rejects. We did break through this resistance, so hopefully Now, I was thinking now, when I saw the range, I'm scared of a trade, to take a trade to the downside. Like, I'll think twice before, we need to do it. But now I'm inclined to believe that this thing is going towards the upside. We are at 25,000. So let's see what it's going to do. Okay, so we still have 4 more candles to go, and then we can see what is going to happen. Okay, back to the game. Sorry, I am thinking where we left off. I don't have any water and filter paper. I need to get that. I think we still need to get. We still need to get XP in order to level our character. I was busy getting mining, XP for mining, I remember, so that I can mine iron, so that I can get iron armor. The moment I get iron armor, there's a lot of cobwebs in that cave. That is the moment I can explore a bit more confidently. So let's try and get more XP in a safe way. I think the best, I will have to kill some of the mobs. This is Ooh, this is a tower of some sort. It's going to be, yeah, spawners, which is not a bad thing. Sorry. Okay, I'm going to look at this. There is a lot of mobs here. And spawners. I just want XP. Please. So I think this is like a mini battle tower. I don't know. I know you get the battle towers and then you get the... then you get this. Or these. What these are... maybe it's like an underground one. Because normally battle towers, they go very high. And these are low, but I think they go underground. I think they go underground. Ooh, there's a dog. Let's see if we can tame a dog. Or a wolf. And a nymph. Heal me, please. There we go. There's another one. Yay. 2 bones. That's not bad. Okay, we still have... we're busy with the 3rd candle. We still have 3 more to go. I just want this nymph to heal me. 2 bones. Oh. Okay, it's fine. I wonder... okay, so we have now 3 dogs in total. Sit here. Otherwise your guys are going to interfere with my farming. Come here. The problem is... it's 1 headshot from those guys. And I am dead. I have XP. Sorry, I just want to spend it before I get killed. See, it goes down, and I hear a lot of mobs down there. Oh, that was very close. Oh, this is not the best farming. Shoot each other. Oh shit. Oh, we have regen. Thank you, Healy. Man. No. Shit. Oh, net dood, man. Sorry. Yo. I accidentally hit the Healy. And I think it... Kom hier. Ugh. Yo, dit. And that's RLCraft for you. Again, they are snipers. I don't think I will be able to make it. Everything I have is there now. Not everything, but Like my canteen. I don't want to lose my canteen. At least one of my dogs is here to accompany me. My horse. Oh no, it's going to get dark. It's going to get night. Lekker. Grammar. The last thing I need now is to get lost. I believe it was this side. Shit. And this is all now happening just before we need to trade. Okay, so it might get hectic now. Hopefully they don't spawn like sharknadoes. Sorry guys, I am just concentrating now here. Okay, something spawned in. I'm looking for that tower. So can I make a new canteen? What is that? No, it's Enderman. Okay. So we do have a push to the downside. Oh, yeah. I'll show you guys now. Here's a lot of mobs spawning now. And creepers. More zombies. Those are fine, I can deal with those. It's the other ones. Ugh. A baby zombie riding a chicken. And it's fast. And I don't have anything with me. Let's just go home and sleep while we still can. This thing is right behind me. My dog is useless. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to sleep and then... Ugh, okay, I'm not. Alright. So, as you can see, I'm busy with the fourth candle. And we actually had the big push to the downside. So far, that's the highest point. I am hoping for a rejection here. And hopefully a breakout towards the upside. But this is definitely a support now. It was a resistance. Let me show you. Explain to you. Okay, so it did remember the DAX came from that highs, and it came back and bounced on this, where you can see the lines are now the yellow lines. So it was a support. Over here it broke through, but not by much. It went down to 24,600, and that is equal to this lows. And then it got rejected. It retested this support, but this, remember, if it comes down from above to the bottom, it's a support. And then it broke through the support, and that support then became a resistance. As you can see here, it broke through, came down, got rejected there, went back up again, tested the resistance, got rejected, tested it again, and then there was a rejection, but not so big, and then it broke through the resistance. So now it's above the resistance. So what I'm hoping for now is that this becomes a support and it bounces back up from this support. That's just the way I see it, and it's it's the way I see it. So I hope for the best. So that's currently the lowest of this range. The range is 65, 66 points, which is not bad. It is a tradable range. So I would love to see a push now towards the upside. Still being in this range, candle closing in this range, and then when market opens, which is now then 9 o'clock for me, 9 o'clock for me, I do hope that it then goes up. Hopefully. We will see. We will see. Okay, sorry guys, I had to stop the recording for just 2 minutes. Okay, so we do have our 5 candles now. So I'm just a bit out of breath. Okay, so that is the range. We will wait now for a break out of this range. I really do want it to have a breakout to the upside. We will definitely take that trade. If it breaks down or towards the downside, I think I'll just keep my stop loss tight. We will see. Okay, so it's 2 more minutes. It won't help if I go to my gameplay now. But what the heck? Let's go back to game. It's 1 minute. I'll wait. I just need to pause again. Sorry guys. Yo, that's morning. Okay, so we do have, it's 9 o'clock now, so it's market open. It's my time, not London's time. So we will wait for a candle to close out of this range. I do like the fact that it's pushing up. We are below 25,000. So yes, I do want to take a trade, but according to the rules, I need to wait for candle closure. I don't want to not follow the rules or break the rules. But this is sometimes okay. So what sometimes can happen is, because I'm waiting and it's 5 minutes, that's a long time. I have to wait 5 minutes for this candle to close. And sometimes this candle, it goes so much in a direction or out of the consolidation or the zone that when you enter, let's say this candle goes up here now, and it can happen, then when you enter here, it won't be a valid trade. What I'll suggest then is wait for it to come back, retrace and retest the zone, and then when there's clear rejection, then you enter the trade, hopefully for the continuation to the upside. Again, that's just the fair value gaps and the imbalances and all that stuff that's playing a role. So if we have a big candle like that, this whole section is an imbalance in the market, and it will come down and retrace. Then you can use the Fibonacci and all that stuff. So people use that, and we're going to use that as well on this channel. Then they use the Fibonacci to determine the retracement. And the Fibonacci, I'm not going to show it to you now. I don't want to get you guys confused, but it's just factors and indicators and all that stuff we're going to do in the future on this channel. But they use the Fibonacci then to determine a retracement. That's your most recent swing high and your most recent swing low. They draw the Fibonacci, and on the Fibonacci you have these percentages and these zones. Within that Fibonacci zones, they call it, there's golden zones and all that stuff. So, but let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Let's just do this this strategy for now, and then we will do the Fibonacci in the future on this channel. There's a lot of indicators, there's a lot of EAs, there's a lot of strategies we are going to test, and this is everything to hopefully help you guys find the right strategy for you that suits your personality. Ultimately, that is also something that you need to do, is you need to find a strategy that suits your personality, that you feel comfortable with when you trade, because you can experience a lot of emotions when you trade. There is a lot, but it's just to help you ultimately get the best one that suits for you, one that's best suited for you. Okay, so we are 1 minute from this candle close. It is above the range. It is being rejected. So this is on the smaller time frame. This is now a type of small resistance. Okay, so we are. I'm going to take that trade because we did close above the zone. So I did take a long now. I will take, my TP will be 1%. That's quite far. So if I do see it retraces, let's say to here, and hopefully it goes back up, I can enter another long over here, or maybe here. If it rejects this zone or the opposite of the zone, I might look for another long position with just a very, very tight stop loss. I am prone of getting stopped out, and then I don't know why. Honestly, that is one thing. It puzzles me a lot. I don't know if it's maybe the way I'm trading or my stop losses is too tight, but I'm still figuring that out, and hopefully we can figure that out together while we are embarking on this journey. But I am prone of getting stopped out on my trades, and then the market does move in the direction I thought it will go. I mean, it's as simple as that. Okay, but this trade is now, we are live on this trade. I will leave it and then we will see. I'll keep you guys posted. For now, let's continue. I don't have a lot of time. I need to actually, I don't have a lot of time. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this trade. I don't have time now to continue gameplay. My gameplay is paused, and we will continue with the gameplay and hopefully the trade does hit TP. I just need to put in TP. Let me see where would be a good TP. Hopefully, or I can just leave it. That. Okay, so that is a 1-to-1 risk. So I am mumbling here. It's just because I'm thinking out loud, but not loud enough for you guys to hear. I'm going to leave my TP there. It is basically a 1-to-2 risk versus reward ratio. I am going to be on the road now. I will keep a look out for this trade on my phone, and when it's on a 1-to-1 risk versus reward ratio, I will move my stop loss to my entry just to get that break even. But so far this strategy isn't making us money, unfortunately, but we are still testing it. It is just, I mean, we are on day 3 of this strategy, and you can take multiple trades with this, like the DAX yesterday. It went up, came back down, tested it, went back up again. You can take your profits, and then it came back again, retested, and then it went crazy high. So you can definitely have more than one trade per day with this strategy. Okay, but anyway, guys, for you it's going to be very short, but I will see you hopefully later, and this afternoon I'm going to do my best to be on time for the gold and the US30 open, and I'll give you feedback on this trade as well. Okay guys, see you later. Okay, hello guys, and welcome back. I know for you it was a very short time. For me it was a bit longer. So let me give you an update on what happened. I am a bit frustrated today. Okay, so I was in the trade over here. Let me just show you guys. I was in the trade over here. It was a valid entry, and it really did good. When I was on the road, I checked my phone and it moved in my favor, so I moved my stop loss to break even, but I moved it too early. It came back, it took me out of the trade here, and then it went and it actually would have hit my TP at around there. So I am very, very, very frustrated currently, because this is okay. So this is something that I am prone to do. I am prone to take out my trades or move my break evens to a place that it's too I'm moving it too early. I'm not giving the trade enough chance to do what it should do. Am I breaking the rules? No, not necessarily. I'm just implementing the rules too early. And the specific rule I'm talking about now is to move your stop loss to break even. But yeah, that is one of my flaws, and I am, like I said so many times, I am working on it, and I will still be working on it. But nevertheless, so the DAX is done for the day. It was a valid trade. It was a beautiful trade, and it would have been a beautiful trade. And yeah, so the DAX is done for the day. Let's go to the gold and to US30. Okay, so it's 3 o'clock, and it is the time that I am looking for the earlier entry on the gold. It is something that I did explain to you guys in the previous videos. So I am going to look for a potential entry on this candle. I'm not going to make the same mistake that I did yesterday. So we are going to make sure this is the correct candle. So I'm going to wait 15 minutes and hopefully we have an entry. There was a lot of movement this morning, and even now we have hit the resistance at the top. On the 4 hour, I can show you. So on my line, I think I drew that line after this candle, or it was, sorry, I sneezed. So I think I drew this line before of while this candle. Sorry guys, it was sneezing and it was coughing and it was everything. I think it's just dust. But anyway, so on the 4 hour chart, it does seem like the gold is turning bullish. There's a fair value gap, but again, this is an indicator that we are going to use on a later stage. Yeah, I'm not going to bother too much with that now. What is happening at US30? Let us see. So I'm going to make it easier again for you guys to see. Let me just get my lines and my zone. Okay, so we need to wait for this till around about there. So we'll still wait for that, for market open, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, on the gold, I am going to look for a possible trade, an earlier trade. Same principle, it's just I'm shifting it instead of 3:30 my time, which is then New York's open, to 3 o'clock. I believe that's pre-orders. Again, that's all stuff I'm going to like the time passes, we're going to know for certain and learn it. Okay, guys. I am going to pause the video for now. I will be back in like 10 minutes. Then we'll see if there's a valid entry. If there is, we'll take it. If there's not, I will sit out and wait for market open then. And while we wait, we can do some gameplay again. Okay, see you guys now. Okay, so this candle is now done. Let me just mark the correct candle. Okay, so I'm going to put it there. So again, this is not based on the true strategy. Oh, tongue-tied. Of market open range. I am playing around with this particular time, but it is the same strategy, just on a different time. So we are going to have a look and see. I am a bit scared to take a long position here. There is a resistance here, and I think it might go back to 4136 around there, and then come back down on market open. But the range is not so bad. It's $10, so it is not bad. I think it's going to be very volatile, because I just seen that President Trump made a tweet or a post, and we all know that if he tweets or posts something, the markets tend to react quite volatile. So we'll keep an eye out for this, and in the meantime, we are going to load the game. The EA side, it is struggling a bit today. I have no idea. I think it's because of the volatility. It triggers a trade. So I just had, actually, before I started recording again, it triggered 2 trades, one short. It went up just to take out my stop loss, and then it came down. Would have taken TP then. And then it triggered a buy, and again went down to trigger to take my stop loss, and yeah, it went up. So it was just the opposite. I think if the stop loss was a bit further, it would have been 2 profitable trades. And now, if you ask me why I don't move my stop loss, it's because of the backtesting. The backtesting data showed that if I put my stop loss where it is, the results is better. Again, that is when the spread is not so bad. That's why I told you guys in one of the previous videos, I just want to make adjustments on this EA and then I'll live stream it again. So in the meantime, I'm just giving you like feedback verbally for now. And I'll show it if there's a good trade while we are busy with gaming and manual trading. Okay, and again, the DAX was unfortunate. It would have been a profitable trade. It would have taken TP for anybody that has taken that trade. For me, unfortunately, it took me out on break even, but at least I didn't lose money. But it was a very good trade. So back to the game. I have no idea where we are and where we left off. Oh, I was chased by this little guy on a chicken, and I was killed. And that's where I left off. I can sleep now. Okay. So as you can see, okay, you can't see. I'll show it to you now. As you can see, it is pushing out of this experimental zone. For me, it is pushing out towards the upside. Like I said, I'm scared it will go just to around about 4136, around about there, and then come back. So I don't want to take a long necessarily. That ultimately means I won't be taking a trade here, but it is in 9 minutes. It's market open, and when I look at the candle now, we are losing a bit of the volume, but I think just before market open and on market open we will get all of that back. I will favor a short. I don't know why. I think it's just because I think it's going to come and test the support again, but I am going to favor a short position. So my bias for today actually is a short, or is bearish. So I know that's not the right way to handle this, but I'm trying to be neutral and do what the market tells me or shows me, and the strategy. What the strategy is going to do, I'll still implement my rules and everything. Okay, so let's go back to the game. Okay, I need to there's a lot of mobs here. Why are you not burning? Okay, we are looking for that tower where I lost all my stuff. Ooh, yeah. That gave me a fright. Over here is the tower. I found it. So now the question is my stuff still available? It is. Yeah. Oh, that was a headshot. And my other dogs is there. Okay. Well, at least I got some of my stuff back. Okay. There's actually another dog. Nope. And another dog. Oh, okay. So you guys won't be able to see it, but I think this is the first time I have parasites. Luckily, I have this nymph or my Healy near. So she, and I believe this is she can heal me while the parasites do damage. So I don't have to worry about dying. Okay, now she's flying away. That's fine. I have still 20 more seconds of parasites. I believe it should be fine. There's spiders. Go doggy! Yay! And my leather cap. I have 2 more bones, so I can hopefully... Where is the dog? Or the wolf? There is one, but it's not the one that I already gave 3 bones to. I'm trying to find that one. But maybe this guy... 1 bone. Okay, I have 5 dogs now, which is great. They do help protect me against the mobs. So I'm just looking at the charts now. So we did have that push towards 4136. So we did have that push towards 4136. It's still there. Worst case scenarios, I will wait for market open or a retest of this zone. Okay, I am going to run away. Or a retest of the zone, and then I will enter the trade. I am hearing something that I don't really like. So I believe it's time to go back. I do have 8 XP points, so I can mine metal or iron. Okay, I will show you guys what's happening now. Come to think of it, I actually drank water and I have my canteen with me. So that was real clever. But nevertheless, at least I didn't die. And I have another Healy with me. I have 5 iron. I did see more near the house in that little hole. Let me quickly show you. So as you can see, it did push towards that 4134 or 36, what I expected. So what I want to see is now before market, it's going to be market open now. So within the next 15 minutes, now I'm going to move this where it should be. So this is the official correct candle and time. No, it's not. It's almost. It's almost. And then I'll draw the lines in the zone again. I do not want to make the same mistake. So I'm going to, on the US30 side, I'll wait for, it's 1 minute, and then I'll wait for the opening range here. This is 15 minutes. So we'll see what's going to happen here. I am expecting a bearish move on the gold. I can be wrong, but I am expecting that. And there's no particular reason why. It's for me. It's just what the market shows me. That is basically it. But again, I can be wrong. Let's wait for this. This is now on the 15-minute chart. This thing is now going to draw the opening range for my trade on the gold, and it is busy on USDT as well. So back to the game for 5 minutes, and then we will see what the USDT is doing, and then hopefully take a trade. And after that, we'll see the opening range of the gold on the 15-minute charts. And while we wait, we are going to get iron. I think I did see another. So you get this little hills in the game where you can mine iron and all that stuff. I am a bit scared of going down here. This is actually a very big cave system. What is that? I don't know. I'm just seeing the name tag. So what I can do is I can mine here. You see, it's pitch black. You're likely to be eaten by something. So do you understand why I told you that even darkness in RLCraft can kill you? This is interesting. I think there's something underneath here. Yes. And it's most probably something I'm not ready to face just yet. Okay, so we do have a big push towards the upside on the gold. Let me just get these iron blocks in the oven so that they can cook, and then I'll show you guys. Okay, so you can see it's a big push towards the upside. So it does seem that I am wrong about my anticipation, but it's still 10 more minutes on this chart, so it can still go. There is a resistance here. Let's just check the higher time frames. No, it's not a. It is a resistance, but it's not a big one. So we might have a breakthrough towards the upside. If I have to estimate, wait, let me go to my other 4-hour chart where my line is. Let's see if that one is a bit more accurate. It's over here. Yeah, okay. So it did bounce off my line here. It was at 4148, and this candle can still go up, or it can have a retracement. This is the 4-hour candle. It's not because of the indicator. It's purely based on my lines that I drew this morning, and each morning I come and I check what happens on the 4-hour, and then I drew my lines, or draw my lines. We will trade that as well in the future on this channel. That is more of swing, of you call it swing trading, so we will do that. You guys, I think no. Okay, sorry. Okay, so the opening range on US 30 is done. I'm going to place my lines there and there. It's the lowest point of that candle, and it's the highest point of that candle. Then I'll bring, I'll bring this block over, zoom out a bit so that I can just draw it correctly. Okay, this range is quite big. It's 18 points. That is quite big. So what we're looking for now is a candle closure above or below this zone to indicate a valid short or long. I do tend to just check at the higher time frames just to see where we're at regarding a stronger support and a stronger resistance. So the higher the time frame, the stronger the support and resistance. The lower the time frame, the weaker it is. So the one setting, sorry, I'm checking at my pot here. So it's the one setting, and it is a 1 minute. It's trading on the 1 minute chart, so that is very, very, very fast and very noisy. What I did realize the last couple of days, it is the losses I tend to take with the EA. It is mostly that one. Although the backtesting, yeah, it did show ups and downs, but it was promising. It looked promising, but again, I think the spread is so hectic these last couple of days that that 1 minute chart or that 1 minute input is struggling a bit. So it is mostly that one that takes me out or gives me the losses. The other ones are not bad. They are not doing bad. I think if I run this long enough on the long term, it will actually do very good. Again, for this EA, my position sizes is calculated based on my balance. So the more my balance is, the bigger the position sizes will get. So my hope is that it gets to so much money that my lot sizes can become like 20. But yeah, that's at this stage that's far-fetched, and I am dreaming a bit and hoping, but I can. Okay, so we still have 6 more minutes to go on the 15-minute chart of the gold. We are looking for a possible entry on US 30. The range is quite big, so what I might do, if there's not a clean breakout, I might wait for the breakout retest of the zone and then take the trade. It's going to take longer, but that is what I am inclined to do now. I can't can't even say what I'm expecting on this to do. Okay, but nevertheless, it's not about what we are expecting, it's about the EA of the strategy and that I'm testing and keeping within the rules. Okay, so this is a resistance for the gold. So we'll see if it breaks through or not. Okay, anyway, there we go. Okay, so the EA now took a trade. Let me just quickly show you. It took a trade, but you can see this is on the 5-minute chart. This is the 1 minute. This is the little one that takes me out every time. But as you can see, it triggered there a short. It did come down and my stop loss was up there. But at a certain point, the stop loss moves in underneath the trade. I know it's fast. I know it's very early. But again, with the back testing I did, and especially on the 5 minutes, it is what it's the best that I can get it now. I'll do some more back testing. And the other thing is, I still want to do back testing with this EA on the higher time frames. But I haven't gotten time to do that. But anyway, this is just for interesting sake. So hopefully that gets TP. I think I'm going to get knocked on break even, and there we go, almost. Oh, that was close. And it's going to be now. No, yeah, there we go. And it re-entered the trade. So that is another thing I am looking to change on this EA, because it's on the same 5-minute candle. If something like that happens, it does tend to re-enter the trade. So if you have a long up or down and it's against you, you can see that it might become problematic. But the chances that you catch it like that, it's there, believe me. I've seen it, I've experienced it as well, but it's not like it's happening every day. Only problem is when it happens, you can suffer big or bigger losses because of that. So hopefully this turns again in our favor. I actually wanted it just to go down a bit more so that you guys can see that the stop loss is moving in, and it's actually fun to watch. But anyway, let's leave that one for itself, and let's concentrate on our two goals, and that is the gold 15-minute opening range breakout strategy and the US30, which is Wall Street. There is nothing concrete. Like you can see, the market is very indecisive. It doesn't know, do I want to go up or do I want to go down? It's going to react somewhere, but I can't tell you when. On this 4-hour chart of mine, the gold is bouncing on that little yellow line of mine again. So we'll see if it maybe rejects now and retraces. Anyway, let's quickly see. Oh, come on, I just want you guys to see the stop loss being moved in. Go down, go down. Go, go, go. No. Ugh, that's fine. Okay, so on based on the 15-minute, let me just get the correct line. So that is the highest point. Just take that away. And that is the lowest point. So what we will do now, to make sure we have the correct time, and then we are going to look for a possible trade here. I just want to see if I can. It's pushing very hard towards the upside. I think it's because of the news. We actually might have a trade for the USDT as well. If this candle closes above or out of this range, we can take the long. But I wanted to quickly have a look at this 4-hour again. And I know I shouldn't actually do this because it does have the tendency to give me a bias that I shouldn't have. Again, like I said, I am expecting for this to have a retracement towards the downside. If that's going to happen now, I can't tell you. It is bouncing off my line. I'm trying to identify a harder resistance. If this one fails, I am trying to see where it can go for the next resistance. But let's leave that for now. I know I'm telling you I want to leave it and then I don't, and again, I am working on all of that. Okay, so I don't know why. I do not know why. I'm still expecting for the goal to have a retracement towards the downside. Maybe it's because of a liquidity here. There's not really a fair value gap. Might be here. Yeah, there's no concrete backing that I can say that there's a reason why I'm expecting this thing to go down. So we will do what the strategy states and what the rules of engagement is. Okay, so just to give back to the EA, I have two settings, and that is the two that tends to give me knocks. I have two settings. They are trading against the trend as well. So they are trading with the trend, but also against the trend. They do take trades against the trend. It's just for that possible retracements and all that stuff. So the other two is with the trend. So they do trigger, they have a lot less trades, obviously, but when they do, they tend to be more accurate than the other two. Okay, so this is 5 minutes on the US30. It is outside the zone, so technically speaking I need to take a long now after this close of this candle, which I will take it again. I've missed this morning's profitable trade on the DAX. I wanted to make a note, but also I don't want to do it now. So let's see. We are seeing a rejection. Okay, so now I need to take this trade. Hopefully. So this is a bit much. It's because of the opening range that's so big. So I'm going to put my stop loss in, and it is not advisable. I just want to limit my loss, potential loss, as far as I can, because the moment I go towards this side, I'm looking at a 2.5% loss on this trade. If it comes back down and it does trigger my stop loss, what I can look for is a potential take profit, and that is, let's do a 1-to-1 ratio. Don't want to. Okay, sorry guys, if you see that I pause the video, it's because either there's noise or I'm sneezing or coughing or something. Yeah, that was for the noise. We are seeing the USD coming back down, and that was what I was scared of. But let's be hopeful. We are seeing a rejection of that zone, that upper zone, on the 15-minute candles from on the gold. So I actually, okay guys, let's leave this trades for it to go the way that it should. I will keep you updated if I see a potential trade coming on the gold. I'll just transition back to the trading. So for now, let's continue with the game. Okay, I have iron cooking, and I am able to wear iron armor. Let me just grab 2 water papers. The one I just keep with me when I am on the road. Okay, so I can see it's getting hot. I think we are in the summer. But if it's hot, it's easy to tend to and just jump into the water. I really do want to do one night through in game, but I just don't want my villagers to die. I'm going to keep my dogs there. Convert this rock into cobblestone. Store that. Actually, I can make it. I have this. Okay, we're going to have 22 iron. So what I'm going to do is I am going to do the next iron pickaxe, definitely. Hopefully I can use that. And then I am going to do a chest plate. And then I am going to do a helmet. I actually can do boots as well. Will I be able to do leggings? No. That's fine. Okay. So, there we go. That is better than nothing. What I can do... See, that is the problem. The moment I awake during the night, they want to break in and eat my... Oh shit. No, no, no. Right, I am not ready for that. And my sword broke. But there was a Geist. Or something like that. Okay, there's still no trade on the gold. And USDT is moving slowly, very slowly towards the upside. Okay, let's just use... I'm going to use my stone pickaxe until it's done or broken, and then I'll come and get my iron pickaxe. When we were busy with the zombies now, I've seen a rock. So a rock is a flying mount. It's not those. And it has a claw that you can pick up. You can pick up mobs and you can pick up villages and fly them around, but you have to tame it first. Okay, so we have a good push from my US30 trade. I will show it to you. Okay, so you can see we do have a good push to the upside now. I do hope it keeps this momentum. Sorry, I'm looking at the EA again. Oh, I am fighting so hard not to move this stop loss to break even. You do not even know. Maybe I should do that. And then if it comes back and retests, I can maybe take that trade. But the video is already an hour and a half. Guys, what do I do? And did I not learn my lesson this morning? Apparently not. I'm going to move it. I'm sorry. It is a 1-to-1. That actually... So that was a valid move, more or less. So I did... That's not a 1-to-1. No, it was not. Guys, I am sorry. I'm trying. I really am trying not to move my stop losses too early. I mean, I haven't even given that candle chance to finish forming. It's 4 o'clock almost, and I think we're going to have a reaction here. So the gold is pushing up. So I was wrong with my predictions. The EA also has taken that loss. It's both of them that is trading against the trade, but that is to be expected. Like I said earlier, I am looking for these 4 settings to complement each other. So when the two take more risk and the other 2 is more conservative, I do hope they balance out each other, and hopefully it is a good combination. So I can take the trade on the gold, but it's too far. It has broken out too far. So what I'll do is I will wait for a retest of the zone and then a continuation towards the upside. I am still in the trade of US30, so I will keep you guys posted. Okay, back to the game. Unfortunately, I won't be able to make this video too long, but let's play some games and at least have some progression in the game. Okay, like I said, so there's a rock here. I've seen it. I think it is despawned now. But it's a mount over there. Over there. I can see it. I think it's it. Just need to be careful. And I think it despawned. So, it is a mount that I can tame. But that... Okay, so this is Banshee. I'm going to run away. Because I am not in the mood of dealing with them. Okay, you need to be inside. Is there no way for me to get you inside? Maybe? Let's try. I'm going to push you in. Yeah. Okay, go. No. In. No! Let's try again. Please. Just go in. Please, can you just go in? Please, no. Can you? I know you want to. Okay, so we have a big push towards the upside, and this thing doesn't want to go in. It's going to drive me crazy. Let's leave you there, please. Otherwise, I'm going to get really frustrated. We will catch a nymph. Hopefully not far from now. Yeah. Okay, anyway, what I wanted to say regarding the rocks is they pick up mobs. So what they actually do, they pick up creepers, and then they come and they drop the creeper on top of me, like literally. It's like a bomber or a B-22 bomber or something. Alright, so we are still in the trades, or trade. We are only in one. As you can see, it is doing good. It is struggling a bit to break through. I think somewhere here is a resistance. Yeah, there's a resistance here. So if it breaks through this resistance, we can definitely look at TP. If not, break even. So at least I'm in the trade. At least. The gold is pushing towards the upside. So we'll see where that one goes. But in the meantime, I'm not going to talk about the EA too much. I just want to see if I can show you guys when the break even kicks in. Okay, here's the, so it entered the 1 minute, entered a short now here. So hopefully it goes back, but the spread, it's 44. That's hectic. So the break even should have kicked in. There it goes. So even before, the break even should have kicked in there, but because of the spread, we might actually see a profitable trade here, which will be great. But because of the spread that is so big, it tends to take longer for the break even to kick in. That is the difference. On the backtesting, it is like even a spread of 10 or 4 pips or something. It makes a big difference on the long term in the backtesting. But yeah, that was actually a good entry. That's again against the trend because the trend is upwards. It's bullish. So this EA and this one, they are taking risk by trading against the trend. I want to show you. Please just say TP. There we go. There we go. There we go. Almost. Oh, you see the spread. That was actually TP. I mean, it hit literally TP. You would have seen the green here, but that is the spread. That is the spread. So I'm going to take that out. No, please just give me TP. Come on. Oh. Just go. I'm going to take out this trade. Man, you see, this is where I interfere most of the times. I know it should have taken that trade out. I'm going to take it out by hand. Thank you. And because I want to take it out, if it is the 1 minute and it can turn against me quite quickly. So it can jump up now and then it will take my break even instead of the TP it should have taken. The only reason it didn't take TP, it's because you see, that's exactly what I mean. The only reason it didn't take TP, it's because of the spread. And even a little candle like that can jump and just take out my break even and come back, especially because of the spread. But yeah, that is why I sometimes do interfere. Most of the times it's for the better. No, most of the times it's for the better. So like this, for instance, we're going to take a little profit here. I'm going to move it here. And there's no specific reason I'm moving it here. I just want to take this as a little profit. If it still turns into my favor, that's great. If it hits my stop loss here, at least it's a little bit of a profit. What I'll look for then, if it comes back for a retest here, I will then take it along again. I should have thought of this earlier because my OCD wants this to be on a equal number. It's going to bother me so much. Please just go up. I can take you out on a 10 rand. What about that? What about you give me 10 rand on this trade? I was there, but I didn't see that. Okay, back to the game. So we have a couple of minutes left. Guys, I am going to post a video for just gameplay within this session of testing the strategy. It's going to be still on this playlist and everything, just to get a bit more progress on the game, because we are busy with everything. The game is just moving tediously slow, so we are going to I am going to have a grinding session, like I mentioned in one of the earlier, or it's either this video or yesterday's video. I will have a grinding session. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm just looking. Can it at least, I'm going to exit when it hits 1000. No, I should not. Maybe it will continue up now. No, do not know. Shit. Overthinking. I am going to leave it. Let's leave it. I'll show you, as I think anyway it's going to hit that stop loss. Okay, back to the game. I am going to leave it. That's one of the reasons why I am playing games while I'm trading, because like you can see and like I mentioned, it is difficult for me to leave a trade. there was a lot of times that I entered one of the best trades and I left the trade too early because I'm sitting and watching the charts. Then I overthink and then I exit the trade prematurely. And hopefully, again, that's why I'm doing the gaming with the trading, is that hopefully the gaming can take my attention off the markets or off my trades I'm currently in. Okay, so I was taken out before the Banshee shows up. I was taken out on this little pullback. I will see, we don't have a lot of time left, but I will see that if it comes back and retests the zone and there is a continuation to the upside, I will check to take that. The USDT is struggling to break through this. It is definitely a resistance. I can see it on the way that, I don't know, it's just, I can see it on the way that the market, all the candles jump and form there. So let's see if it will come down, retest the zone. It's going to either retest this part or it will come back and retest this part. So I will keep an eye out just to maybe get us back to 1000. Just low-key, not advice, knowledge? What's the... I'm looking for the correct word now. Info. No, not info. Basically, yeah, sorry guys. Basically, I am in competition with my EA. On another note, I am trying to outperform my EA. It doesn't have emotions, but I do. So we'll see how that goes. So far, I'm doing better than him. Not by much, but I am doing better than him. I did have a couple of very good trades. Unfortunately, like the one liquidity sweep and this morning's break even, that is on me. That is definitely on me. And it's personality traits I need to work on and get my emotions in order to become a better trader. Okay, but I am now talking again too much. Okay guys, let's continue with the game. I'll see if I can quickly get a full set of armor and then we can call it there. I did see more armor down there, or iron down there somewhere. But I am going to kill what I can for the XP. Okay. Maybe this is a dungeon. I know I said it's not, but maybe it is. Give me that place. Okay, so this porcupine, it's not that bad. I just need to kill it before it shoots me with its little, what do you call it, arrows or pins. Let's just see what's this. That's one. I can take you. I can take you as well. But that I can use, I know, at least, I can use those to upgrade my pet or my mount. There is a big castle or building. Ooh. I think I know what that is, and it's a place of a lot of loot and really good loot, but it is very, very, very dangerous. So just to show you guys, and I think we will explore that. Sorry, I thought I heard a dragon. Okay, let me see. No, it's not. Okay, so yeah, we can go there. It's like a floating castle or a floating something. I see this little house for the first time. And it has a lockpick. And there's a book. I'm not going to read it. What is it? No, I need to. Okay, let's leave that for now. Is there any good loot here? We have flint. Some wooden tools. Bookshelves. But we have a lot of those at our little village. This is actually not a bad place. It's a bad place. It's a bad place. Oh shit. No. Holy shit. It's like a Wendigo. Oh, it's going to shoot me. No. Okay, we are going home. Okay, so... just leave me alone. Please, no. Okay, guys. It's daytime. Why? I'm just looking for iron. Okay, but anyway, guys, I think I'm going to call it here. So we will go there in the next episode. If I remember, I need to take a note. We need to go that side, I believe. And we will find iron. Did that thing just kill? I do not like the clay. Let's throw the clay away. Hopefully the villager spawns another one. Okay, I'm going to keep that side. Let's leave it that side. Okay. Anyway, I'll do inventory management on the next episode. I just want to show you quickly. Okay, so we are looking at a retest over at the gold and US30. So there will be a potential another entry for a possible long. I won't take it. I won't take any trades without you guys. Again, that is the whole point of this channel, is to be transparent and to do everything with you guys. But yeah, this is... it was not a bad day. The EA did suffer a bit, but it wasn't a bad day. We had two. DAX was a beautiful trade. Unfortunately for me, I got knocked out on break even. I can't tell you that the gold and the gold is a beautiful trade. I do think it might bounce here and then you can enter a long, but I still have my suspicion that this thing is going to come back down. So I am very bearish bias today when it comes to the gold. The US 30 had a beautiful push towards the upside, and this is a potential bounce back for the continuation. It depends on the candle closure, but we won't take the trades. And I am going to work on the fact that I shouldn't intervene with my trades. Guys, that is really something that's very difficult for me, as you can see, and it is really something that I'm working on. So let's do that together. Okay, but anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me on this session. We will continue with this strategy and the gaming each day for this week and for next week, and then after that we will check for another indicator or a strategy, and then I will do a grinding session for the gameplay as well. Okay, but anyway, thank you guys. Thank you for supporting and liking and subscribing the channel. I really do appreciate it. If you guys have any questions, again, feel free to leave a comment, and any suggestions is welcomed. And hopefully you guys enjoy this journey with me as much as I do. Alright, but anyway, guys, thank you so much. Enjoy your day, and I see you tomorrow. In the next, for me it's tomorrow, and for you guys it will also be tomorrow, but in the next video. Okay, guys, see you next time. Bye bye.